The North American Big Game Super Slam is a feat that many will try and few will accomplish. But like the famous quote goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Imagine dedicating years, maybe even decades, of your life to one goal. It's not just a hunt, it's the journey of a lifetime. A journey that will take you to some of the most captivating places this side of heaven has to offer. To notch my second animal on the slam, I traveled to central Saskatchewan to hunt black bear. The places these animals call home are as much of an adventure as the game itself. In 2024, there was a new goal ahead of me, chasing the mighty wapiti through some of the prettiest country in North America.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, guys? It's September 8th, Sunday. We're headed up to elk camp. Got to be there by noon today. Doing some last minute tinkering with the bows. I was just talked to Curtis, and bulls are screaming. This is like our whitetail rut, but for elk. So what we're gonna do is go get some breakfast this morning, and then we're gonna head up to elk camp, and hopefully, I don't know if we'll be hunting this evening or not. Fingers crossed that we are, but for sure tomorrow morning gonna be in the bulls. But stayed in the rooftop tent last night, caught some Z's, and actually woke up before our alarms. So waking up before our alarms, that's a good sign. That means you're ready to go.
It ain't hard to wake up when you got traffic like that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's beautiful. We're in the mountains of New Mexico, so it's time to kill an elk. Let's go. So we had about a 20-hour drive the last day. So right before we get to camp, I'm trying to make sure that my bow's still on. We're shooting at like 76 yards right now. And once we get done shooting, making sure the bow didn't get bumped around, we're going straight to camp and we'll take it from there. Just about an inch right. That was me too.
Solid?
Dude, that's smacked in the middle. Last checkpoint before we head to camp is field point versus VPA 125 Omega at 50 yards. If these fly true together, we're headed to elk camp. We'll start with the field point. You see that one? That's a dinger.
Talk us through it. Where's it at?
Literally, that's a bullseye.
Talk us through. Broadhead.
VPA 125 Omega right here, going down at 50. That group's real good. I think we're ready for elk camp, boys. Yep. Just a little high. Let's do it. All right, so it's about 4:30. We are heading out about 4:45. Gonna hike a mile back into a glass and knob, look for some bulls, see if we can hear some bugling, and then from there, try to get in the game, or maybe not. At least at the very minimum, we're gonna have a good spot to go in the morning. So that's what we're headed out to do, and we'll catch you guys in the field.
I'll stay back 75 to 100 yards so that bull has distance. So what it is when that bull's coming in, He's gonna hang up right where you're at. He's gonna be holding, looking for me. You'll be able to get that shot. Okay. They're coming. Do you hear 'em?
As the bull continued to bugle, we worked up to the top of the ridge, set up, and Tristan sat back about 75 yards and continued to cow call. The first cow crested the ridge and saw something she didn't like and bolted.
These ain't the horns we wanted tonight, though.
We continued walking the ridges for the rest of the hunt, cow calling and bugling with little to no responses. But after having that encounter so quickly on day one, we knew this was going to be an area that we wanted to come back for in the morning of day two.
All right, guys, so it is I guess it's morning one, day two of the hunt. We went out yesterday evening and immediately got into a bull, soft cow calling. Cow jumped up and busted us, but we had a really big bull down on the bottom bugling. It's September 10th, so it's pretty much peak rut here where we're at in New Mexico, and the bulls should be absolutely screaming their head off. The guy we were hunting with yesterday said he went in and had 6 or 7 different bulls screaming, heard 150 bugles in the morning. I mean, which makes sense because it's 49 degrees right now. So we actually found a pretty nice shed yesterday when we were hunting, and well, after he found that shed, we got to talking about bull size, and he said, you know, an average bull in here is 260 to 300, and there's a lot in here that are even bigger than that. So we're hoping to run into one of those this morning. September, 49 degrees. That seems like it should be illegal, but it's not. We're here in New Mexico going after some bulls. So hopefully we get into them and they're screaming their heads off this morning, but it should be a pretty good hunt.
You said, like, next to those 2 trees.
This bull continued to bugle to every one of our cow calls, so we continued to chase him up and down different ridges as he bugled the whole way, but would never turn around and give us an opportunity.
Hey, left, bear left. We're gonna keep walking up, chasing that bull that was bugling up on the hill. He said he saw a cow up on that ridge, so we're just gonna keep chasing this one we've been on all morning.
We chased this bull the rest of the morning and ended up heading back to the camp for lunch, ready to get after it in the evening.
All right, y'all. So it's about 3 o'clock. We're gonna head out to a new spot this evening. Had a really eventful hunt this morning. We were cow calling and had like a, I don't know, probably 200-pound black bear sneak up on us, break a log with his fat paws. We had a big bull bugling in the bottom this morning. We chased him around, hiked 6 or 7 miles this morning. So we're gonna try something a little bit different this evening, and then we're headed to a completely different spot tomorrow morning. But it was a really fun hunt. The bull was bugling enough, like loud enough, and he was close enough where you could like hear his throat like after he was done bugling. So we've been in the chips every hunt, and we're ready to get after it.
We're gonna walk up to the meadow and he's gonna stay back and cow call. That bull was right up in there.
The rest of day 2 was pretty uneventful. While we did hear a few bulls bugling off in the distance, we were very optimistic for trying a new area in the morning of day 3. All right, so we wrapped up evening number 2. We got into a few bulls tonight, nothing super close, but heard probably 10 or 15 bugles throughout the night. One thing that was really awesome that we didn't get on footage was we ran into like 3 velvet muley, just big amber velvet. I was talking to Tristan, the guide, and I said, that was probably a 170-inch deer, huh? And he goes, way bigger. I was like, huh? Like, I mean, just a freaking frame running through. But yeah, we just stalked through a bunch of those little ravines calling, and we had, a few bulls respond, ran out of daylight. As we were walking back to the road, we had a bull on private, probably 300 yards, just sounding off. So it was a really good day 1. We got into the elk, busted a cow this evening too. So every hunt we've been in the elk, just haven't laid eyes on a bull yet. So we're gonna go out to a different spot in the morning and give it a shot.
What does it cost?
No, I'm talking about Atlanta.
In the midday of day 3, we heard 2 bulls bugling in the single strip of timber down in the bottom, so we quickly packed up, jutted down the side of the hill, and headed in after these bulls. Although we were getting a ton of responses from this bull when cow calling and bugling back, he decided to stay in the timber. We thought the best thing to do would be for Tristan to sit back and continue to cow call and bugle at the bull to keep him located as we stalked through the timber. And as luck would have it, as soon as we stepped in the timber, he remained silent, and we eventually snuck up within 60 yards of the bull before he eventually heard us, and we tried to get a shot opportunity.
I could have shot him in the ass. Good pursuit.
In the evening, we walked through several different ravines and eventually struck up a bull bugling in one of them. We walked up on a bedded bull sitting there in the timber. There were 7 different bulls bugling all throughout the drainage, from the north of us to the south of us. We never got within bow range, at most of the elk staying out at 75 or 80 yards up in the thicker timber. Anytime you would want to work in on one of the bulls, there was another one watching where you were coming from. It's almost like there were too many good things happening at once. But after that hunt, we were extremely optimistic for the next day.
Had a crazy hunt is the only way to describe it yesterday evening. We had, I would say, 6 or 7 bulls bugling all around us. Walked up on a really nice one bedded, and there was 3 or 4 at one point bugling at one time, so it was just an awesome hunt. And the closest we ever got to shooting one was about 85, 90 yards, but this morning we're going back into the same area and hopefully going to get in between some of those bulls in the middle of a bugle fest. But it was a great hunt. It was one of the best hunts, most exciting hunts I've ever been on. So headed right back into that area this morning, and hopefully we're going to stick a big old bull.
Day 4 was a struggle fest from the beginning. We went back into the same area as the night before. We had heard all the bugles, and it was complete silence. None of the bulls from the previous evening wanted to play ball at all. So we hustled around the full day, checking new areas of the public, and never ran into a single bull. We were finding a lot of old sign in some of the new areas that we were checking out,
constant butt kicking. We didn't hear a single bugle this morning, and we have not heard one this evening. Other people in camp have shot at bulls, had opportunities, and one guy stuck a bull this morning, so things don't seem to be heating up. They seem to be cooling down, but it only takes one bull to be stupid to get shot, so we're gonna stay optimistic. But Tristan's back behind us about 100 yards calling, and we're just gonna sit here and see if he can call something to us.
There were two options: continue to check out this area with old sign, or jump on the side-by-side and head out and hopefully run into something on the way back. As we rounded one of the bends, we saw one of the coolest things that I had seen all week. A giant bull down in the bottom with a harem of 30 cows and 3 smaller bulls over to his left, leaving every single one of his cows alone. After seeing 4 bulls that I would shoot that evening, that's exactly where we were headed in the morning.
He's pushing, ain't he?
Oh my god.
That is a giant.
Yeah. Give me that.
Oh my god, they're throwing down right there.
The ones on the other side of that pond?
This right here. Throwing down the field. There's 2 of them throwing down. They're locked in. Look over here on the right
Oh,
side.
I see him. Just gotta find out this sucker now. Get him.
These ones are a little more fired up. That one's scraping.
Look at him chase these cows.
We're just driving out of the spot and glassing down on this bottom. And we pull up and there's 3 bulls over in this field, and there's one really big bull down here in the bottom, and there's probably 20 or 30 cows scattered in, so there's a bunch of elk down here where we can hunt. So that'll probably be the game plan in the morning. That one is freaking,
Dude, he's giant.
I mean, dark antlers with like light tips. He's freaking big.
Ain't killing elk, but killing birds, huh?
Pretty good. Pretty good at going on nature walks. You know?
Can you show our meal tonight?
What kind of bird is that?
It's pretty sweet, huh?
Take a bite.
Dude, what's sad, man? He was alive just a short time ago.
Oh, he's dead now.
We're headed back in after those 4 bulls that we saw yesterday evening. We're gonna see if they were kind of bedded up there in the hills above those hay meadows. But first of all, we gotta locate them. So hopefully they're bugling. It's like 41 degrees this morning, so should be a really good morning elk hunting. Day 4.
In the morning of day 5, we hunted hard for that bull that we named Darth Vader. He had a giant frame and dark horns with white tips, but he slipped away right under our noses. We heard him bugling early in that morning, but in some weird series of events, he was able to get away. We walked around all day on day 5, checking areas that we had seen elk in the past and new areas alike, and we barely heard a bugle. But like how it always goes, the second that you start to feel despair or out of the game, a single bugle can pull you right back in, which is exactly what happened on the evening of day 5 when we finally heard a bugle and the hunt was on.
is he? What is he? Hey, he's on.
You smoked him twice.
I had twice. Dude, twice. Dude, the first one was right to the narc. Is that what the first thing was? Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Didn't even die.
Before did you go down? Did you see him die? He fell right in there.
Dude, good stuff, man. Holy shit.
That's a nice bull, too.
I didn't see him.
Dude, I shot him at 30 yards, just destroyed him. I mean, just man. Oh. Oh, did you get the shot on camera?
Huh? I got the second one on camera.
We'll do. We'll go down to him. We'll gut him and everything. I'll have Dominic drive the truck and we'll just go downhill. I hope he fell. Did you not hear him fall? I thought.
I didn't hear much after.
I heard. Do you want to watch that second shot right quick? I thought I heard him crash right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's dead. It's a pass through. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. What do you see in the distance right over there?
Oh, there he is. Stop it. Hold on, let me make sure he's dead. He's dead. And he is. Thank you, Jesus Christ. That's what I'm talking about. Single bell will suck.
Dude.
Single bell will suck.
Dude. Oh my god. Look at that blue kill. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, you punched him.
Dude. He wasn't going nowhere, was he? Oh my gosh. I don't think he's going on light. I don't think so. Dude, give me some. That's what I'm talking about. Dude. Thank you, Lord. That's a nice bull. Fucking hey, it's a good bull. Good starter bull. Now you have something to even grow from. How funky is it? That's cool. So this is my first shot, I think. Yeah. You fucking punctured him. Look at all that blood.
Oh, dude, it's literally a freaking water hose over there.
Oh my god. I got a shot really good. Awesome. Oh my god. We were literally heard the last ridge we go over, he goes, man, nothing but damn silence. We walk over to the next ridge. we go to stalk down. Jake and I go to stalk down. And we take like 5 steps down. It's like, bah! And I look up and Tristan's like, and I was like, yeah, he is. And Jake's sitting behind me. Jake's like, I see him. I'm like, oh, I'm in a bad spot. And so I just turn and I get in full draw. And I'm waiting and I just see his head come through and there's a bush. And I'm like, there's a bush as we go.
Yeah. Literally radio silence to
Here we come.
running up here.
That's how quick it happens. That's how quick. This is awesome.
Between everyone else, you made the shot and they knew. I see Luke's turn his head over here.
This hunt could not have played out any better. We got our butts beat. We hunted hard. We had close encounters. And to end up with something like this is literally the perfect ending in New Mexico. And I tell you, me and Jake made a pact. We're going to be back. Next year, in New Mexico, we will see you again.
There's always something special about grinding it out day after day, losing hope, and eventually it all coming together. This hunt scratched every itch I had for my first elk. I'm excited to continue to chase the slam all across the beautiful landscapes of North America, experiencing not only the beautiful creatures that God has created, but the people, places, and new faces that this journey will bring. If there's one thing that looking at creation brings me back to, it's acknowledging that there is a creator who is divinely and sovereignly above it all. If you guys enjoyed this hunt, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as we're trying to do more of these adventure style bow hunts. If you guys are in the market and you want to do a northern New Mexico elk hunt, look no further than Bugling Bull Outfitters. I had a great experience and got to scratch every itch that I wanted out of my first elk hunt. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.